We are a democracy. We don't need to learn from other people what freedom of speech is about. We don't think freedom of speech extends to incitement to violence. Our diplomatic personnel have been consistently and continuously intimidated in Canada. The fact that we've had to temporarily suspend our visa operations, I mean, it is not something we would have liked to do. How would you react if you were in my shoes? If it was your diplomats, your embassies, your people? I don't know if I would use the term deadlock. I think you would have heard me speak about this matter, I think the first time in CFR in New York, today at somewhat greater length at Hudson. The issue is as follows, which is that the Canadians have made some allegations. We have pointed out to them that this is not Government of India's policy, but if they are prepared to share with us specifics and anything relevant, we are also open to looking at it. So in that sense, that's where the matter stands. But what we do not want to see is an incident treated in isolation, because then that somewhere does not convey the right picture. The fact is that we have had an ongoing problem with Canada and the Canadian government for some years now, and the ongoing problem really revolves around the permissiveness in regard to terrorism, extremism and violence. And this permissiveness is also reflected in the fact that some important extradition requests have not been responded to from their side, in the fact that there are individuals and organizations who are clearly involved with violence and illegal activities in India, who themselves declared it. I mean, it is not a secret. And that they continue to carry on with their activities in Canada. And most important, the fact that our diplomatic missions and our diplomatic personnel have been consistently and continuously intimidated in Canada, to a point where today it is not safe for them really to carry on with their work. I mean, obviously, the fact that we've had to temporarily suspend our visa operations, I mean, it is not something we would have liked to do. It is just that they have made it very difficult for us to operate those services, because our personnel are today insecure. We are a democracy. We don't need to learn from other people what freedom of speech is about. But we can tell people this: we don't think freedom of speech extends to incitement to violence. That to us is misuse of freedom. It's not a defense of freedom. And I always ask people one question: how would you react if you were in my shoes? If it was your diplomats, your embassies, your people, what would be your reaction?